Hey guys! Last week I had a shoot with 4 K-drama actors and today I want to talk a little bit about how that was because it was so hilarious. The thing is, it's so hot right now in Korea and I can't turn on the AC because it's too loud and then you will have all this noise in the background while I'm talking to you. Wish I could just be here like in my bikini or in my pajamas and talk to you guys. Maybe I'm gonna do that next time. Okay, so let's start the story. Me and over 50 other creators got contacted by this manager who is in charge for collaborations with actors. And she said that everyone who's interested in this collaboration should send a concept. You know, I sometimes do these silly little videos on Instagram and TikTok, like these lip-syncing trends and all that, if I find them funny. So I just suggested a really silly TikTok trend to do with those K-drama actors. And I never thought that they would accept me, but I got accepted with my silly concept along with 2 other creators. So one of them did an interview type video, the other one did like a really creative thing I can't even explain. I mean, I can link it and then you can check it out. And I did like this super short trend video. So last Tuesday we had to gather at around 11:30 for the shoot, and it was a little awkward for me because the other creators seemed to know each other already and I didn't know them yet, and I'm pretty shy around new people unless they talk to me first. I guess I kinda kept my distance, but not on purpose. Whatever. And we were supposed to film at 12, but then I think the actors were busy with another shoot, so we decided that we were gonna film at 1 p.m. instead, and then we just took this break until 1 and ate lunch. That was really nice. Like, this is a cool thing about Korea. They always make sure you're fed. The management team, they got us coffee and food, and it was a really nice lunchtime. When lunchtime was over, the team came and they said we can go inside. We were in the embassy building, right? And the embassy building, it's huge. They even have a floor with huge sets inside, so there are like these movie sets, drama sets in this huge hall. I was actually the first one up to film my video with the actors. I was taking a look around the studio and I chose the main set, which was like one of the offices inside the drama. And after I picked the set where I wanted to film, the managers came up to me and they asked me in detail like how I was planning on filming with the actors, like how I was gonna position them, how we were gonna proceed. Was kind of nervous because I was the first one up and the other 2 creators were after me. The way we would have to film would be my face, their face, my face, their face. So we would always be separate. We would never be on frame together. So I told them that since the actors have a really busy schedule and we want them to be done fast, what we could do is that first we film only the actors' shots, so only the frames where they are in, not mine. And then as soon as we're done with them, we could send them off to the next collab shoot, so to the next creator. Since that creator wanted to shoot in different sets, so my shoot was only in this one particular office set thing and hers was like several sets. She did also want to shoot a scene inside the same set as me, but she said she would shoot it as the last in order. So while she would be shooting in the different sets, I would be shooting separately my alone scenes still in the office set. Did that make sense? I'm making this more complicated than I'm trying to. So basically, first I wanted to shoot the actor scenes in the set. I wanted to send them away, shoot my shots alone inside the office, and then they would come back to film the rest of the thing they have with the other creator. This is relevant. Anyway, I explained that, and because this would be so time-saving for the actors, the managers really liked it. Then the 4 actors came and I had to speak in Korean. I would say that I'm fluent in Korean, but suddenly it felt like I had never spoken Korean in my life before. I introduced myself to them and I tried to explain the trend to them. Guys, you know, it's so hard to explain a trend when the other person doesn't know what the trend is. Like, you feel so stupid, right? And even in your mother tongue, you're gonna have a hard time explaining someone who has no idea what TikTok is about a trend. Now imagine you're doing that in a different language. It's close to impossible. So I'm like trying to explain it to them and they all look so confused. They're like, what? Like, they were all so confused. Like, I'm trying to explain the trend to them, and they're like, what is happening? Like, their faces were so confused, and it was hilarious. Like, they were all super kind and polite, and they were all really trying hard to understand what I was trying to do with them. So the manager was like, okay, we don't have time anymore, just do it, stop explaining. I was like, okay, sorry. Because I did tell them in advance that I wouldn't need more than 5 minutes, but I was already explaining for 3 minutes. So I turned the camera on. We started filming, and they tried to lip sync in English because the video that I was doing with them, as you saw, it's in English. I had them lip sync, and I didn't want them to be worried about pronunciation because I mean, the TikTok sound goes over it anyway, right? So I was like, guys, you don't have to be worried about your pronunciation because a dubbing will go over it anyway. And then they were like, whoa, dubbing? Whoa. Who's gonna dub it? I'm like, no, I'm not dubbing. It's like a sound on TikTok, you know. And the manager's like, come on. Okay. Let's just do it, okay? There was another manager, and that manager then helped me to kind of shoot everything in order. We did one shot, okay? I edited the whole thing with one shot. We shot it in one go. They did such a good job, and I was like, 수고하셨습니다, and sent them away to the next shoot. I don't know how they did such a good job, even though I did such a bad job at explaining. Like, after sending them away, as I told you, it was my turn to shoot alone my scenes at the set. But what I didn't know was that the shoot after me would only need 2 of the actors. So what happened was the remaining 2 actors, they just stayed at the set where I had to film by myself, right? They were not in frame or anything, but they were just like, there was this sofa on the set and they were just sitting there right across from me. So I had to shoot my scenes while they were sitting there and looking at me, and I was like, oh, I feel so watched. Please. Usually I don't have a hard time filming TikToks, but I just felt so nervous because they were just sitting on the sofa and looking at me, and I was like filming my take a couple of times. And then one of the actors stood up and she was like, oh, can I help you? Can I film for you? I was like, oh, you're so nice. Thanks. Please. Actually, I didn't need any help, but I felt like refusing her help would be more rude. So I was like, oh, sure, yeah. And then she filmed one shot for me. I was trembling. The whole day was so chaotic. I feel like I wasn't able to explain to you in all detail. It was just hilarious, like the chaos of explaining the trend to them and them not getting it but still giving their best. And then I was like, okay guys, come here, I'm gonna show you what trend it is. And I showed the trend to them. They were like, who's Pam? No, it's just a trend. And because it was so chaotic, I thought that maybe the managers were gonna be mad at me, but they were all like, you did such a good job, and they were like all so friendly, and we're like, you know, we should do another collab again in the future and let's stay in touch. I'm like, ooh, really? Thanks. I'm really happy that everyone was so nice. It was nerve-wracking. I was trembling the whole time, but it was such a fun experience as well. Why is that thing on? I thought I turned it off. By the way, my friend from Germany is visiting me right now. I'm not from Germany, I'm from Switzerland, but this friend, I met her, I think 2 years ago. I met her in Korea when she was an exchange student and I was working here. I mean, I'm still working here, but you get the gist. She's staying with me right now and she brought so many chocolates and so many snacks and so many delicious things, and I'm just trying to not eat everything all at once. My problem is that when I get chocolates or snacks or whatever as a present, I don't know how to stop myself and I just binge eat until it's all gone. And that's also the reason why I don't buy that many snacks usually, because I just can't stop myself. I don't know what moderation is. Oh. Yeah, that was it. I still can't get over that shoot. Like, how would you guys, I mean, how would you feel if you had to explain a trend in a different language? You would be trembling. And then there are 4 actors in front of you, like foreign language, actors, huge set, a lot of people, like all the managers. It was fun though. I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's see what the future brings. If you like story times like this, please like, comment, subscribe, comment your thoughts, comment any requests that you have. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.